We begin with disturbing complaints against a Texas state trooper from two Fort Worth women. Good evening, everyone. I'm Brian Curtis.
And I'm Meredith Land. The women say that after a traffic stop, a male state trooper used pliers to try to remove one of their piercings. NBC5's Scott Gordon has the exclusive story.
I feel like it's not right what he did at all.
18-year-old Taylor Myers and 19-year-old Courtney Palacios say they still can't believe what happened to them on Halloween Day. Returning home to Fort Worth from a concert in Houston, they were stopped by a state trooper in the small town of Marlin.
Well, we got pulled over for speeding.
He arrested them and two young men on a drug charge after they say he found a single pill in the driver's door. They were taken to the Falls County Jail, where they say the trooper asked them to remove any piercings.
And then we told him, well, where do we go to take out our nipple rings? And he was like, you're going to have to do it right here in the open.
They say they turned away and raised their shirts.
We ended up getting one of them out. We each got a right one out, but we were having trouble with the left. It was not coming out at all.
That's when they say the trooper went to his car and returned with pliers.
Yeah, he came up to me and he got really close to it and he was like just staring. He was like, I think it unscrews from the left side.
Yeah, he did
so
that
then,
to me too.
Without gloves or anything, and I can see like dirt underneath his nails, it was extremely disgusting. He puts it, like gets on there and he starts trying to twist it and he starts shaking from trying so hard. And he ends up pulling it and ripping it and it starts bleeding.
But all I could hear was like Courtney being like, ow, it hurts, like stop, it's hurting.
I'm like, ow, 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 like saying it really loud. And he finally stops and backs away and he just stares at me. He didn't say sorry or anything or acted like it was a big deal.
They say he never offered to get her any medical help. The women have hired Fort Worth attorney Curtis Fortenberry, but have not yet filed any lawsuit.
He has violated every policy and procedure known to police work. That is just absolutely mind-boggling that he would do this.
It was extremely uncomfortable and uncalled for, and I don't think he should have been anywhere near me.
Palacios later went to the hospital and expressed their injury to heal. When the two women were first arrested, they said they were in the back seat of the car and don't know anything about that pill the trooper allegedly found. Tonight, a DPS spokesman confirms to NBC5 an investigation is underway. The trooper, identified in arrest records as Michael Tice, has been placed on administrative duty. Brian, Meredith?
Thank you, Scott.
Fort Worth, Texas. A Texas state trooper has been placed on administrative duty after two teenage females he arrested had their nipple rings forcefully removed, one with pliers. The two women came forward after they were injured while being processed into jail for riding in the back of a vehicle in which the trooper found a single pill. 18-year-old Taylor Myers and 19-year-old Courtney Palacios were returning to Fort Worth from a concert in Houston when Trooper Michael Tice stopped them. While processing them into jail for a single pill in the driver's door, Tice told the two teens to remove any piercings. When they asked where they can go to remove their nipple rings, the male trooper told the two females to do it right there, in front of him. And then we told him, well, where do we go to take out our nipple rings? Myers said. And he was like, you are going to have to do it right here, in the open. The teens complied. They simply turned around, lifted up their shirts and each removed one of their nipple rings. However, both of them had trouble with one of them. We ended up getting one of them out, Palacios said. We each got our right one out. But we were having trouble with the left. It was not coming out at all. At this point, the trooper intervened and went to his vehicle to retrieve a set of pliers. When he got back, he told the girls to try one more time to remove the piercings, but they could not. That's when things took a turn for the worse. In spite of the trooper already being in clear violation of these girls' rights, he brought it to a new level of sick. He came up to me and he got really close to it, and he was just staring, Palacios said. He's like, I think it unscrews from the left side. So then, without gloves or anything, and I could see dirt under his nails, it was extremely disgusting. He gets on there and he tried to twist it and he starts shaking from trying so hard and he ends up pulling it and ripping it and it starts bleeding. In an interview with NBC5, Palacios described the pain and how it made her start screaming. She begged for him to stop. "I'm like ow, 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 ow," saying it really loud, she said. "He finally stops and backs away and he just stares at me. He didn't say sorry or anything or acted like it was a big deal." With her nipple bleeding, Palacios then watched her friend undergo a similarly vile procedure as a female trooper took the pliers and tried to remove Myers' nipple ring, while Tice stood by and watched. "I feel like it's not right, what he did, at all," said Myers, whose father is a Fort Worth police sergeant and mother is a police dispatcher, according to NBC5. The two young women have since retained an attorney and are planning legal action against the trooper. "He has violated every policy and procedure known to police work," said Fort Worth attorney Curtis Fortenberry, a former Fort Worth officer. "That is just absolutely mind-boggling that he would do this." Finally, after being subjected to such inhumane treatment, Palacios was released and went to the hospital on her own, where she was treated for her injuries. She is expected to recover. According to NBC5, the two women also were cited for having alcohol in the car, and Palacios was charged with having a fake identification card. After they were released, the two teens were interviewed by Texas Rangers, who took pictures of Palacios' injury for evidence. In what world would this treatment be considered okay? The officer's callous disregard for the teenagers' privacy by making them remove their shirts in front of him speaks to the brutal nature of police in America today. These young women had not harmed anyone, yet they were subject to prison camp treatment by those sworn to protect them. Disturbing indeed. Read more at http://thefreethoughtproject.com/state-trooper-nipple-rings-pliers